Right, golfers, today we're going to take a look at the deWiz. This is a wearable, lightweight, watch design kind of idea, but it's not a watch, that is going to give you accurate data on the way you swing in a way that will allow you to train with a coach and on your own. So you could use this it's like a personal coach, or you could use it with a coach. It's going to help you with swing speed. It's going to help you dial in wedges. It's going to help you hit better shots on the course. It's going to help you with club path, measuring over the tops or not. I'm shocked I hadn't heard of this before, and now since demoing it, I've been testing it for about a month. I'm shocked at how good this device actually is. If you like the information in this video and you're thinking of buying one of these devices, here's my discount code, and down in the description down below you'll see a link. You can get discount on this amazing item. If you're not, you're just here to learn, or you don't want to buy it, that's fine. Hopefully you'll stick around and you'll learn about this amazing wearable device trusted by DeChambeau, Annika Sorenstam. Just some of the world's best golfers are using and trusting the deWiz. So that it comes in a nice, neat package device like most tech does nowadays. Not much in there. You get your charger. The charger's a bit of a shame because it's a watch-style charger, so it's unique. You have to keep hold of this charger. I like my chargers to be multi-purpose, like USB-C, but I guess watches, none of them use those chargers. It's got the watch inside. You got your instructions as well. You have to download a free app onto your phone, which it'll link to. So the packaging is neat, nice. The device feels super high quality in your hands. Like, out of all the wearables, when you compare it to like GPS watches, those kind of things, it's on a par more with a Garmin or an Apple Watch in its feeling. You can see with the band, the fastening, they've really not scrimped on the price. They've made sure that it's a very, very top quality item, because you are going to swing in this and kind of have it popping open, those kind of things. I was impressed with how the device looked out of the box. So it's a wearable. Once you have the device on and you have the app installed on your phone, what you're then doing is you're basically setting up a profile. So you give it some information about yourself. You can also, in the app, which is really clever, I can add contacts. So I can actually add contacts that will allow me to watch my students practice, dial in and see how they're doing, practice with them remotely as well. So very, very clever as well for coaches and their students. Then in the app, it stores all your sessions, it stores your progress as well, it gives you some nice presented graphs. And you've also got these modes, which we're going to go through. These are the modes you're going to use: discovery, practice and learn, challenges, and there's also on course. There's also a get started guide as well. Lots of videos on their website about how to get started. So why don't we jump straight in with some discovery. So I'm going to select discovery. Now within discovery, I'm just going to hit my bag here. I'm hitting a 9-iron, so you can toggle it to whatever club you're using as well, which is obviously super important. Now I can put my phone down. I've got the watch on, or the deWiz. It's not a watch. I should stop calling it a watch because it does not tell the time. It just feels like a watch, obviously. Now, this is something I struggled with at the start. When I set up, if you're someone who waggles a lot and then you just swing, it won't activate. So you're going to hear a little tone. So as soon as I say still for a split second, it captures. So I'm going to waggle, get myself set. 1 second, still. You see the green light come on, or you can hear the audible tone, and it tells you you're ready. So it's shooting out a number at the moment, and that number at the moment is telling me my transition, so my change of direction on the way down or not. Now I'm doing this hitting shots. What's clever with deWiz, I'm going to end this session. There's 4 swings in there. I'm going to come back into discovery, choose my 9-iron. We're starting a new session. Now I'm going to do it without the ball. So it's telling me my transition is plus 3 centimeters. So that means I'm transitioning slightly this way 3 centimeters. There is a tolerance. I think it's around 4 to 5 centimeters, which I generally stay in, but I'm now going to play with those ideas. So I'm going to now try and swing where I get that transition down to 0 centimeters. So to me, I'm going to feel like I'm coming more from this side. So I'm changing my transition in turn my club path. I'm now doing this obviously in a studio, but you could be doing this in a garden. You could be doing this anywhere, basically anywhere you want, because I'm not even hitting a ball now. And this is the beauty of this. You can hit shot, capture data, see what they're like. You can practice swing with it for training, which I think is so powerful.
-3.
So I went -3, so I went more this side on that one. So let's see if I can get a 0. So you can see what I'm doing. I've gone from 4 and 5 this way to -3 this way.
Transition on plane.
Oh, so that's telling me I am a 0. So within 2 swings, I got my transition to move its path, which is so, so clever. So as a training device goes, I can hit balls, do the same idea. I can do practice swings and then try and take that information in my brain, that feeling that deWiz is getting me of whichever way I'm staying and turning onto the course or the range to try and take my practice, measured practice, to the course. As a coach, for all you students watching who want to get better, that is so powerful. So other information that I'm getting from the deWiz, which I think is so interesting, is it's giving me the speed that my hands, and in turn really the handle, is moving at. Anyone who's seen my other videos on how good players tend to go fast and then start slowing down, and then they go fast and they start slowing down into impact with their hands to get the energies out to the club. This is measuring that. You can see on my backswing, I speed up to, this is a practice swing, near 6 miles an hour around halfway, then I start slowing down. And then to start my downswing, which is here, you can see me picking up speed. See, I'm really crescendoing. This is a practice swing, so it's a bit late, so I'm moving too fast through the ball, and then the speed drops off, and then it picks up again as I bring it over my head. It's measuring the speed of my handle, which for lots of you is just so, so important. It's giving me my length of backswing, my backswing plane in degrees, max hand speed, my backswing width, and then you've got these IDDX, IDDY, and steepening, shallowing ideas, which we'll come on to. So we're now going to move into the practice and learn part of the app. So I can practice my transition, what we were just doing there. I can hit this, I can change the club. If I change the club at the start, 9 iron, practice transition, I can do with ball or without.
Transition +3 centimeters.
So it's got me +3 this way. Now I hit my good shots there. I could work on getting that at 0. So it wants me kind of here. I'm obviously going slightly this way, which is fine. Should we do another one and see if I can get it with a shot in the 0s?
+2.
Oh, I took 1 off it, down to +2. So one more.
-1.
-1. So you can see I'm dancing around 0 there. I mean, that is just unbelievable training. Like feeling those little differences, getting them accurately measured. It's unbelievable. And again, you could do this session in the garden. You don't need to do hitting balls like I am here. It also tells you with your transition, I hit this little mark here, it gives you information on kind of what these all means and the tolerances, those kind of ideas. So it's got the information in the app for allow you to understand what's going on. Now I can practice tempo. This is the tempo practicing module, if you like, which you can use. Lots of golfers struggle with the tempo, going slow, quick kind of ideas that I've done videos on before. So I hit a shot, and as I would...
Duration 0.73 seconds.
My tempo is generally quite good. This isn't part of it that I would use, but lots of my students, absolutely. This would be a great way of them improving their strikes through better tempo. The avatar, just to let you know, the avatar is there. You can see it's got a word, and it's not going to be accurate. It's not like a measured avatar because you've only got something on your wrist. It's there to give you a guidance. It's the lines are more accurate. I can flip it around as well to get more of a better visual, but don't dial too much into the avatar. It presents great. It's the numbers we need to get you understanding. Length of swing. Now, if you want to hit the ball further or precise distances, this is such an exciting tool for me. That's a 9 iron hit.
Length of backswing 128 centimeters.
So it's telling me I'm 128 length of backswing. So it's telling me my length, 128. It's telling me my width as well. So width of backswing. It's telling me my plane, the transition number, the tempo's in there, hand speed, and then it's got the IDDX, IDDY, which we'll come to, and the shallow and steepening. And also you can now see that I actually get my speed. Interesting that the speed of swing is different between shot and practice swing. Why do I have a good practice swing and not a good shot? So you can see I peak my hand speed more in the right place when I'm hitting the ball compared to when I'm not, which is super interesting. So length of backswing, let's play with length of backswing. What could this do for your golf? Well, I want to hit the ball longer, so I might play with length of backswing, 130 centimeters maybe.
134.
134, you see I felt like a bigger turn, more stretch, I got the length of backswing bigger. Dialing in a length of backswing to help you make better turns, better stretches, get better whips. It's going to just be so important. Things I measure and look at daily with students. You could do this on your own with this. So I'm going to change to my lob wedge. We're doing practice your distance wedges. This is one now.
Next target 64 centimeters.
See what it's saying there? It's telling me how far I want my hands to go. So I've got the benefit of a launch monitor. You could stand obviously on a range and physically measure how far your shots go. So 64 centimeters, I'm going to guess, is feeling around here.
Length of backswing 66 centimeters.
So it gives you a tolerance. I was 60.
Target 64.
So the target was 64, I got 66. That ball went 42 yards. Can you see where this is going? For wedge distance practicing, I have never seen anything like this. This is so clever.
$63.
There you go.
Next target 64.
Take it. And again, that one has gone. How far has that one gone? 38 yards. My 64 inch, or sorry, centimeter backswing is around 40 yards. I mean, I could dial my wedges in, and I'll show you something in a second which does this even more. Like, that's phenomenal. So that's practice and learn. I mean, you could spend hours, days, weeks, years in there, homing your skills in. Let's move on to the challenges, show you what the challenges do. I've got my lead wedge selected still, and we're gonna go distance wedge challenge.
Target 97 centimeters.
So we're now going to have random centimeters hit. Now again, I can hit shots doing this, or I could do it in practice swing. So you could be doing this in the garden and hitting exact numbers, and then repeating this skill at the range or in front of a launch monitor. And then you're going to think, right, 97 centimeters is around there. I hit it within a few centimeters. That goes X distance. Your wedges should get so sharp. So let's try this with a shot. And what's abstract for me at the start, so don't get frustrated when if you get one of these, how hard it is at the start, is that I don't know how far 97 centimeters is. So I'm learning with the device, like I'm learning what that means. I would never measure it or know it in centimeters. So let's see if I can hit 97 centimeters.
Result 96 centimeters.
96.
99 points.
So that one.
Target 69 centimeters.
So it's moved the centimeters now down to 69, or up, I can't remember what it was. That one went 64 yards, so that's my 97 or whatever that was is 64 yards. So 69 centimeters next. Let's see if I can find, it's going to be around here.
Result 74 centimeters. 85 points.
So it's scoring me out of 100.
84 centimeters.
Next one, 84 centimeters. So it's scoring me out of 100 for each one. So let's do the next one without the ball, 84. Oh, I need to set it first. See, that's why I didn't stay still for long enough. You've got to remember the green means go.
Result 86 centimeters.
Like,
96 points.
I've practiced this twice before this, and I'm already dialing in and feeling if I did this while watching how far the ball goes. Oh my word, honestly, any golfer who wants to get better, that is unbelievable. There's also an on-course feature where you can actually track and measure shots during your round. I think you record them by pressing the front of it. Super, super useful again to see if that practice that you're doing indoors or on the range or wherever you're using the deWiz is actually translating into your shots. And when you hit a bad shot, like, is it because that transition needs more practice? The on-course part of it, I think it's new and a little bit beta. but it looks like it's got great potential for moving that practice over onto on-course reality. So you can see the applications kind of cover everything. They're endless. Just imagine using your driver. For me, length of backswing, driver, measuring how long and how much width I've got is fantastic. When it comes to applications, like I say, I don't think I've seen a device like this. I can see why the world's best are using it, and it's designed by a tour pro stroke coach, and I get it. Like, this is designed from a there are so many teaching aids out there and devices that are not devised by professionals who work with real golfers every day, and you can kind of tell this is a passion of a coach to try and get their players better with technology. It's just so clear to see for me. Some of the cons. Let's talk about some of the cons. Now, you do have to start learning centimetres. Like, I've never worked in centimetres backswing. You're going to have to work in width in centimetres. It measures width. You've got the IDDX, IDDY, which is measuring your hands moving on the X and Y plane. So initial downswing direction, is it this way, this way, this way? It's basically measuring that. Terms I wouldn't even be able to tell you what they are. The app does. The app gives you the information and some guidance of how to use it. So a few of the cons for me is that the terminology is a little boggy. The terminology is you're going to have to watch their videos. Hopefully this video helps. Watch other reviews. Watch people use the device to get your head around how this device actually can help you or not. You are going to have to be someone who practices. You're going to have to be someone who wants to look at data and have measured ideas. If you're just an everyday golfer who just wants to swing and have a beer, this device probably isn't for you. Now, is it worth the money? Oh, only you can really say that. I personally think it very much is worth the money for anyone, as I said, who wants to improve, anyone who wants to think about their golf, anyone who wants to understand. Now, if you're a golf coach, 100% worth the money. Get it in your teaching armory. It just makes so much sense. If you're a student who wants to improve, like I said, absolutely it is worth the money, but it's not cheap. It's an expensive device. Remember, my code knocks some money off that price, but it's still not cheap. But the quality of the design, you can see why it isn't. The strap and its fastening is just absolute class. It's really comfortable on. It's super light. It doesn't feel like it's going to interact or affect any of my actions. So is it worth the money? Only you can decide. I think it is, but it isn't for everybody because there is a bit of a learning curve with it. The deWiz is unique. I can't think of any. I can think of other things that have gone before this in the top of clubs, those kind of things that I have reviewed in the past, and they're just not good enough. This is a professional and serious practicer's device that will improve. For me and wedges, I'm going to use this all day long. If I wanted to dial my wedges in and play again, absolutely amazing. Practicing length of swing, for me, someone who's trying to hit the ball long, absolutely amazing. Anyone who wants to hammer that downswing on transition, which so many of you struggle with, the advantage of being able to do it as you practice and off course in practice swings, for me, invaluable. I have never been so impressed with a bit of tech that's under or around 500. Normally tech around 500 is just not quite good enough. This is a leader in a space. Like nothing comes close to this that I've seen out there. Let me know what you think if you want to learn more about what devices might help you. This launch monitor here is getting a lot of people excited.